Greetings, everyone. I am Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. For today's rune reading, we're getting into, yeah, that's right, Taurus season. All right, I'm a moon sign Taurus. How about you guys? I am not a sun sign Taurus. My sun sign is coming up here in a little bit. I'm a Gemini. So this is still a great time. I have a lot of information in the description box below about all of this transit, about the start of this astrological cycle of the sun transiting Taurus more specifically, okay? And also, we have a full moon in Scorpio around April the 22nd, depending on where you're at in the world, where you're watching from, right? So, this, I also have a lot of very detailed information that I can provide for you. It's down in the comments below. We also have a Jupiter conjunct Uranus conjunction coming up on April 20th. So a lot of really deep, potentially disruptive, life-changing, life-altering, a lot of change energies. And Taurus really has been challenged in times of change. Taurus doesn't like change, right? So that's more like Aries or Aquarius or, not Taurus though. Would they like to stay more, comfortable and assure with their environment and their surroundings. So, without further ado, let's get into a divinely guided rune reading for today. This full moon in Scorpio energy, this Uranus Jupiter conjunct, there's a lot of stuff all being thrown at us again, all seemingly all at once, and it all kind of starts this weekend. So, let's jump into it. Okay, everyone. Yes. Sun in Taurus, full moon Scorpio, Jupiter Uranus conjunction, right around the same time frame. So let's cleanse this space energetically, shall we, and get into today's divinely guided rune reading. As usual, I have the $2 note that represents uncommon abundance. I'm placing that in the bowl, and as we ring this bowl, cleansing the energetic space, we are also simultaneously giving gratitude towards and inviting more of that uncommon abundance back into our lives. I'd like to invite you now to take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Don't force it. Focus on the intent of today's divinely guided rune reading. Triple whammy. What sort of changes, what sort of tools can we use for these changes? What sort of divine guidance or advice or intuitive knowledge can be shown to us? Now, these are not quick energies. These are long-term energies. It's just that a lot of it is transitioning into these signs during this period. So it is going to mark a significant change and a shift in the energies from that fiery, forward-moving, really expansive, even Aries energy, right? All the way to this nice, more methodical, more serene and secure Taurus. Now, I'm not throwing shade at Taurus. Taurus loves beauty, and it's a great sign to be in. Now, I'm just saying, y'all like your security and your beauty, and you do not like to go try new things unless it takes a lot of convincing, a lot of proof, right? And so your thoughts, feelings, and emotions about this period, I want to say, coming up into this transitional period, this Sun and Taurus energy, this full moon coming up, this expansive release coming up, all of these changes that you're looking at doing and accomplishing, you're just almost chomping at the bit to get out of the gate and go explore and do your thing this summer and do your thing this spring, right? But you've been thinking and dwelling a lot about your cattle or your abundance, or this is the rune Fehu. It's about wealth, abundance, how we view abundance, how we feel about abundance. This sort of energy or maybe a mindset that we've been in a lot recently, and I know a lot of us have been. You know, it's good to keep your mind on your money and your money on your mind. Um, However, right now, we need to embody more of that divine masculine energy, just coming from that place of knowing, that sense of security, all right? That money can get us, or that sense of abundance, really, whatever that means to you. Overthinking about this can cause a lot of ego issues, a lot of anxiety issues, right? And that's where we need to harness more of that divine masculine energy. Now, Ingwaz is the name of this rune, and it represents that a successfully planted seed, very fertile ground, starting of a new venture, right? And this is maybe a big transition, a leap that you've just recently taken, or a recommitment that you've recently done. And just know that this is, you're coming from more of a place of knowing rather than guessing with your sense of abundance. You're embodying more of that divine masculine, and that's to be celebrated out there, y'all. All right, it comes with a lot of discipline. I understand that. And Theories Us right now is coming up in your immediate future energies. So this is, yeah, you already know that this is coming up. I have a feeling that, yeah, collectively, especially, we all know that this is coming up. This is very swift, very thorough action. So whatever this action is, we're really adapting and we're changing in very healthy ways. This is also indicative of a thorn, or where you want to pull the thorn all the way out, or a giant like mountain blocking your path. So you need to take swift and thorough action lest that mountain fall down on you, or you just repeat your life lessons there. Now, Thor's hammer is the embodiment of this rune, or this rune is the embodiment of Thor's hammer, however you want to look at it. Now, this is a swift action, like that lightning strike from Mjolnir, right? So this can either build or destroy. I like to also argue it can protect. So you may be called to be in a very swift, decisive action. Just keep embodying this divine masculine, creating that space, holding that sense of security for yourself, for others, that sense of health, really, right? You're just really moving forward in divinely guided ways, I feel. This is really great. Oh my goodness. And we have the divine feminine rune right in the same reading. So your action taken for the best outcome. Yes, balance your emotions. Practice more embodying of that divine feminine energy, right? So this is all about that balance. And this is coming more into play with these energies coming up here with that Taurus energy, that really wants us to be more secure and grounded, right? Where these need that really healthy starting off point, right? That grounded energy that Taurus likes to embody, because a lot of this change that's going to be happening, that moon in Scorpio, this is concluding that new moon in Scorpio from back in November. So this is going to be closing off and releasing and letting go of a lot of past attachments, probably to abundance, past attachments to what we thought our future would look like, right? Because that's, in a sense, that's abundance too. An abundance of love, abundance of spiritual energy, right? Abundance of friendships. Okay, what does abundance mean to you? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so Lagos, excuse me, is the name of that rune. That's the divine feminine rune. This is about lake, water, dowsing, sea, flow, maybe some dream work thrown in there, meditation work, balancing emotions, embodying the divine feminine, holding space for one another is really beautiful. I was having these conversations here recently as well, where the divine feminine and the divine masculine both create and hold that space for one another, right? There's no one chasing one another, right? They're all just holding space, but they do so in their own unique ways, right? So the divine feminine is going to hold space for the divine masculine in her own way, and same goes vice versa. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions on this whole energetic shift here is algaes. This is fine. This is really a healthy place to be, because you want to know that you are protected. You want to know that you are healthy, that you are taking divinely guided steps. Well, the proof is in the pudding, right? We won't know until after the fact, and we just need to be okay with that action, knowing that you are divinely protected. This is algaes, the rune of divine protection. Okay, this is the rune of faith. I also like to call it the George Michael rune. Okay, so this is really just stop second guessing yourself. You got to have faith, baby. So you got to do that and get into the action of maybe just going within, holding space. That is an action of itself. Viewing water, balancing your emotions, getting your water. This could be scrying work. This could be moving on with healthy communication of your emotions to lead more and solidify more of that divine protection. Okay, use your enhanced intuition during this period. Okay, your action taken for the best outcome, embodying that divine feminine, and your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, that divine protection, that self-defense, right? We can all second guess and overthink these actions, and you know what, woulda, coulda, shoulda, whatever. Worrying about the future or the past is a really terrible misuse of your creative energies of now. So really have that sense of security, knowing that you are in your faith. You are moving forward in divinely guided ways. What we have the risk of losing here, okay, this is manas. This is that cyclical nature of life sort of deal, right? This is humanity, culture, the self. This is one clan flag facing another. So this implies a label, self rather than other, or different than, or other than. Now, this is to be celebrated still. Now, are you going to look at this as a sense of judgment, or a sense of, of a celebration, a source of celebration, a place of judgment, or a source of celebration? This is up to you. So manas, depending if you're moving forward in healthy ways with algaes here, in your divine defense, right, will kind of determine your own self-evaluation there with your place in the world, and your place in the collective, how you view, value, and what your opinion of yourself is. Now, a lot of this is coming under some major shifts, under this huge transit of energies here that we're just beginning. Starting this weekend, the start of Taurus season kind of kicks it all off. Then we have that conjunction with Jupiter and Uranus, right? Very expansive and disruptive energies. Also, that full moon in Scorpio, that cathartic, deep release. Okay. Now, a lot of this is going to shift and transform us collectively and individually. So, what we do risk losing, yes, is our healthy aspect of this, of our sense of identity, our sense of self, okay? Do we want to continue with that healthy divine masculine approach? I believe so. Yeah. You also, since this is directly parallel, I believe you also risk losing that healthy sense of ego, right? You're just watch your ego over this while you are changing. Keep that ego in check, okay? Because all of this abundance that you have either come from, or that you're working towards, that this been in the back of your mind since before this, you could your identity towards this and yourself and these other collective energies are going to drastically shift. So that's why I say you risk losing the healthy aspect of this. When we do not have a healthy aspect of this, then it is more about like that negative pessimism type of outcome. We definitely are not in our faith in that way. And we're just going to wound the divine feminine in that, And while doing that, become frozen, stuck, rigid, and repeat life lessons with the Isa rune there. See that? Okay. So let's see what we are looking forward to for our outcome. Divine communication. This is great, y'all. You are going to get that prophetic insight, those prophetic dreams, those really awesome downloads, seeming like a moment of clarity, like a claircognizance. And this is also associated with other clairs, like there's one that deals with taste, there's one that deals with sight, there's one that deals with hearing, right? So these divine communications, be open to them, because they are going to reaffirm a lot of this for you and really help you with your sense of identity as you come out of this big shift, this big transition, this cathartic release of your old self into your new self. What action are you going to be taking? What action steps? What constant, committed, imperfect action steps are we taking towards our healing divine feminine? Are we moving forward in a healthy ego, a healthy sense of faith? Or are we too worried about the 3D, what's my label? What are others going to think of me? Go within, get that divine clarity, the divine message. This is like the antenna. This is where we get our downloads, okay? I'd like to pull a few cards now or a couple cards now for clarity. These are the Soul's Journey cards. These are oracle cards, divinely guided messages from Source, straight to your spirit, straight to your soul. So Divine, please show us clearly now, what message of clarity do you have for the collective for this Sun and Taurus energy, full moon and Scorpio energy, and Jupiter and Uranus conjunction energy? Triple whammy. We're kicking it off this spring season with a lot of transformation, a lot of change that Taurus is like needing to work with. I've noticed that with Aries too. Aries energy was restricted during their season. Taurus season's a little restricted, kind of going against what Taurus comfort zone is, right? Aries' comfort zone was challenged. Now Taurus's turn to be challenged in their comfort zone. Okay. So what message does Divine have for us? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Divine, thank you. Envy. Okay. Let me read this. I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So where does envy have us? In that wounded ego, right? In that wounded divine feminine too, the wounded divine masculine. Yeah, it's all there. So going through in this energies while we're transforming, our process is going to look a lot different than others. Success is going to be different to you than to your neighbor, to your family members. So let's keep this ego in check. Let's keep this envy in check, okay? Let's read about what this envy card has to say for us. You must learn to accept that the obstacles in your life have been chosen by you. To be jealous of the soul path of another is to doubt your ability to judge what is best for you. It is human nature to covet the perceived luxuries of someone on a different journey, but trying to emulate him or her is not being true to your own guidance. You have chosen this life and these circumstances for a reason. Disregarding that and following in the footsteps of another, you are only setting yourself up for confusion and disappointment. You never truly know what's going on in another person's life and what personal challenges he or she may face. So be envious. To be envious is a fool's game. So be authentic with your inner voice, because only you know what it is that is in your best interests. If you don't follow your own path, you'll have to reincarnate in an attempt to relearn your original lessons again, right? So working on that divine feminine, healing those emotions that envy? What's that trigger? I think it's an emotional trigger that really has us really resistant to this change that's coming up. Okay, so healing that aspect of envy could be a really good gateway to ease this transition into the new you. Okay, let's get some messages of clarity from the fairies. Fairies are also divinely guided beings who love to assist us in our journeys. Fairies, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for us today for the Sun and Taurus, Uranus and Jupiter conjunction, and full moon and Scorpio energies. Okay, 2 of them came up. Thank you, fairies. Let's read this one that's right by me. I trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. It's business venture, y'all. Business venture. Our businesses, self-employment, action steps. Those action steps are blessed. They are blessed. It's not going to look pretty. At first, you're gonna make mistakes. But if you wait for the perfect moment, guess what? It's not going to happen. Got to take those consistent, committed, imperfect action steps. You have to learn to grow, to be out there, to put yourself out there, to make those energies, to allow your energies to be out there, to be reciprocated upon, to grow upon those energies, right? To invite more of those like energies in. Okay? Express your individuality. Allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. Y'all, I'm going to put this right by the envy card though. Okay, express, and this is why. Because you are not, envy is not you. Envy is a response. It's a reaction. It's not you. Be you. Be your authentic you, right? Let's read about business venture though first. Business venture. You've been seeking a career change and your desire for self-employment. This card is signifying that your recent business ideas are valid and that you can trust your intuition with respect to your career. You'll soon receive an offer for a new job, a promotion, or other career opportunity. Take the time to meditate upon your true professional desires as several opportunities and options are becoming available to you now. Additional meanings for this card are your business will be successful. Take action in the direction of your career dream. Write down and act upon your ideas for a new business, or trust your gut feelings about your profession, or a positive career change is in the works for you. And finally, your current business is expecting a healthy transition. Beautiful stuff, y'all. You have nothing to be envious about when you just are authentically you. You're authentically doing the action, you're healing in your emotions, you're moving forward in that faith. And yes, you are divinely protected. Just follow that divine guidance. You are you already. You don't need to worry about this. Yeah. Express yourself. Let's go. Let's go. Let's read that card. Express your individuality. You drew this card because you worry about your social acceptance. The fairies want you to celebrate your uniqueness, Yes, the fairies want you to celebrate your uniqueness, since to them you're delightful and perfect just as you are right now. The fairies love your creativity, and they urge you to just be yourself. Don't squelch your true self in order to gain others' approval. Pretending doesn't work anyway, and you can't please everyone. Instead, enjoy being authentic and trust that like-minded people will be attracted to you. Additional meanings for this card are dress in a way that makes you happy. I love this. I always express this to myself and to others. I try to practice it as much as possible, and that's always dress better than you feel. Always dress better than you feel. Yeah, it works. Trust me. Okay, speak your truth. Or you could join the Red Hat Society or their international social group of fun-loving women over 50. Like it's a social group. Just another thing is just like be your unique self. Those red hat ladies, they celebrate their unique selves. So other people that celebrate their unique selves are wonderful examples, right? So another meaning is express your creativity through an artistic project or a new business idea, right? It's time to add to and remove some. We're adjusting and constantly evolving. Our businesses are not going to stay the same. Ourselves are not going to stay the same. Okay, how do we expect our business to grow and flourish if we're not growing and flourishing ourselves? Why are we envious because someone else is succeeding? Why are you not celebrating them? Celebrate them with gratitude, right? Share in their success. Maybe learn from them. Maybe adapt something. Share ideas. Grow. Take those action steps. Get rid of that ego. Come on. Heal those emotions. You are divinely protected and stay in your divine communication. You are going to get a huge intuitive, like claircognizant type of download. I swear it's going to feel like a, a lightning bolt of clarity, divinely guided message to you in the near future here. This is going to be your blessed outcome. So the answer that you've been looking for is in the future here for you. I cannot give you a yes or no on this reading because that yes or no is in store for you. It really greatly depends, though, on how you respond and how you play with these energies, right? So let's get that chakra token worked on here. That's the root chakra. Be secure in yourself. Yes, hear that, heal that emotion. Heal that emotional self. You are grounded. You're in a fertile, successfully planted seed, right? You're coming from that place of knowing with that action. That's a great spot to start from. Now, healing those emotions with that adversity that comes up, right? Moving forward in faith towards your divinely guided business venture and your being your unique self. And you're just, I think we're shedding a lot of this envy. Like, we're just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. The root chakra is 396 hertz for the solfeggio frequency. It's the first chakra and it's located at the base of the spine. This chakra is associated with survival, safety, and security. Someone with a blocked root chakra would typically be fearful or anxious. Listening to the solfeggio frequency of 396 hertz will help to stimulate the part of the subconscious brain that is associated with this blockage and help unearth negative belief systems and feelings residing deep within the subconscious mind. When your root chakra is unblocked, you should feel more secure, connected, and to your body and grounded. And yeah, that's really going to be great with that divine feminine and the divine masculine, your faith coming into play, these action steps. Really, this is a great treatment to go along with expressing your individuality, right? Knowing that your business is secure. Let's work on our root chakras here over this next few days here, and really build towards really being resilient towards the upcoming changes. Excuse me, I don't mean resilient towards, but I mean to be adapting with, right? So what I mean is that we come through shining bright and beautiful on the other side. So this root chakra will give us that great foundation to get through a lot of that. So the mudra is going to be starting off in the prayer position, then we're locking our fingers together here. And then we're going to fold in the pinky and the ring fingers while leaving the middle fingers extended, pointing down to our root chakra, reciting the mantra LAM, L-A-M, L-A-M for that mantra. And that will, while listening to 396 hertz solfeggio frequency, help to increase that sense of security and stability through these changes, this triple whammy.
What a great rune reading, everyone. I've been Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. Thank you for allowing me in this energetic space here with you. I want to go over that mudra again here with you, again with the 396 solfeggio frequency playing, those 396 hertz solfeggio. We're locking our fingers in like this, their thumb and index, leaving the middle fingers up while we're folding down the ring and pinky fingers, and we're going to point that south towards our root chakra, reciting the mantra Lam, envisioning that bright red energy as the basis, that brick foundation of our chakra system, and that red energy going through our bodies, emanating throughout our fingertips, the top of our head to the tip of our toes, and really grounding us in our sense of security with 396 hertz solfeggio frequency playing. Oh man, Lam, yeah, that's where it's at. This will really give us that sense of security and really help with easing those emotions, really helping heal that divine feminine aspect and keep that sense of security going, holding space for yourself and like being good with yourself. When you get these discordant energies, it's real easy to get slipped up into the ego. Okay, so let's just keep those emotions and the ego in check here and really just root ourselves, ground ourselves throughout this energy, because our paradigms are going to be shifting just a little bit. I think it's going to go more of a collective direction than in interpersonal direction. Some of us, yes, very profound cathartic releases. Others probably won't affect at all. But I think on the collective, it's going to be pretty huge. So I really do hope this divinely guided rune reading does assist you. If you'd like a rune reading from me personally to you, or if you'd like to purchase any of the runes that I have available, or like a Reiki session or some counseling, or want to just discuss other options available to you out there, please message me at youressentialpractice at gmail.com. youressentialpractice at gmail.com. It is an email. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant day.